Hello, I'm going to make a beautiful gazpacho soup out of these garden tomatoes. And I'm going to use the dome because this is the best tool for making gazpacho. Because if you put the tomatoes in a blender, it whips too much air in and it's not like gazpacho at all. So mostly recipes tell you to buy a can of tomato juice and then add some fresh tomatoes. But if you have the dome and an ordinary colander or a sieve, you can just force the tomatoes through the holes of the colander to make just perfect gazpacho. And then you add all the things that you like to have in it, like bell peppers, cucumbers, herbs, garlic, olive oil, and the list of ingredients are coming up, and you'll just see how juicy this gazpacho turns out to be. So I come along and watch how I do it. Place your tomatoes in a bowl. You can just put them right into the colander, and but I suggest you actually submerge the tomatoes in boiling water for a minute or so to loosen the skins. It makes it a little bit easier. And then you first chop, and then just start forcing the tomatoes through the holes in the colander or the sieve. You'll have to start slowly at first because it's very juicy. And then you can do this kind of flat stirring that really reduces the mass very quickly. And then you can also use the blade edge to really force the tomatoes through the holes. And you just keep going. This is a sped up version. It takes a few minutes to do this, but it's so worth it. And you'll see that you didn't have to take the skins off and you didn't have to take the cores out because they don't go through the holes. So they just all remain behind. Then you kind of scrape what you can off the bottom of the colander. Give it a couple of good shakes, and there you just have perfect tomato juice with little tomato bits. Now, if you are bothered by the seeds, you can put the gazpacho through a finer sieve and take the seeds out. So then you add garlic. Now, I'm also showing you, I prefer a kind of more mellow garlic taste in gazpacho rather than that sharp raw taste. So you can use the dome to actually make a garlic paste, which does change the taste of the garlic a bit. Or you can just put the garlic in just minced as you like it. Then we're going to add some cucumbers. It's a whole cucumber minced into pieces, and a green pepper. You could use red pepper if you prefer. And this is a mixture of chives and green onions. And then I put parsley and basil here. Sometimes tarragon is good. And some red wine vinegar, and then some salt. I'm using sea salt here. Then give it a good stir, and doesn't it look great? Then we drizzle on some olive oil. And if you like to taste it and see if it's sour enough, tangy enough, try that. Add lemon juice, and if it's too sour, just add a little sugar. And there it is. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate that. And come back for more for other great recipes. Goodbye.